Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Marquita McPherson, and I'm the program manager of OIN's EMS Corps. I would like to welcome families, friends, stakeholders, the City of Newark, Greenlight Fund Selection Committee, Advisory Council, and city officials and thank them for their support and dedication. Being from Newark, New Jersey, and having the pleasure of overseeing the daily operations of this groundbreaking program, I would like to celebrate everyone in the room who made this all possible. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the achievements of Cohort 1. Over the past 5 months, these 11 young people that sit before you were faced with many challenges, but know their hard work and preservation have brought us to this proud moment. Congratulations to each one of you for making it this far. Let's celebrate this milestone together.
Please cue up the national anthem. At this time, we would like everyone to stand for the national anthem and for Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on
Thank you. You may be seated. So thank you all for coming once again. Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Joseph Foreman. I'm the Chief Program Officer here with the Newark Opportunity Youth Network. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the CEO of Newark Beth Israel Medical Center. It would not have been possible for us to make this program happen without the partnership of Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, and Newark Beth Israel. And so without further ado, I would like for Mr. Terry to come up and open us up with special remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Newark Beth Israel Medical Center and the Children's Hospital of New Jersey. We are so proud of the people in the front row and what you've accomplished today. But we all know that none of this is done alone. None of it's done in a vacuum. We all rely on our friends and our families and our team in order to make anything good possible. So let's give a round of applause to your family members. So first, I want to congratulate, obviously, the graduates. You know, going forward, this is a first step for you guys, cohort number 1, so you get to lead the way. So you'll be running into situations that other people are running from. So I'm really proud of what you guys have accomplished during this time. I also want to congratulate and thank my colleague, Jim Smith from Mobile Health and his entire team. Without them, this would not be possible. They jumped at the opportunity to participate in such a meaningful event for Newark and the surrounding Newark area. Greenlight supported this and made it possible for it to happen in Newark. A lot of community partners working together on behalf of our communities, and we could not be more proud. From the home team, I'd like to thank Atia Rashidi as well. Yes. She's the Chief Equity Officer here at Newark Beth Israel and Vice President of Community Relations. She's the one who brought this concept to us, and we jumped on it because it's the right thing for all of us. And Kim Cook, who's in charge, yes. So the only last thing I want to say, because this is not certainly about you guys and not about me, is congratulations and thank you for all you've done and all you're about to do. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Terry. I would also like to recognize that it took a lot of partnership, collaboration, and collective will to make this happen. And so I want to be able to acknowledge the input that the city of Newark also put into this endeavor to making this a success. So if I could ask Councilman Council to come up, please, and just give some opening remarks and kind words, please.
Again, to President Terry, to the staff here at Beth, to all of the partners who participated and worked along with this program to lift each and every graduate up here today, to the amazing family and support mechanisms that sit behind all of these young people who are going to continue to push, lift them, and raise them up. On behalf of the city of Newark, our mayor, Rajay Baraka, the entire municipal council, we're here and we're proud to partner with you today in the first day of everything that you're going to be doing to excite people for the remainder of your life. Just real briefly, Benjamin Mays wrote a poem called 60 Seconds, and he talked about the eternity of a minute and the responsibility to that minute. And I just want to encourage you to never let time steal you, but you steal it. Every opportunity, every moment that you have to move forward from here, to excite yourself, to move into the direction that you want want to move in, just recognize that every minute that you spend is worth the value of each and every moment and every second. And never feel like there's a hole or a mountain that is too insurmountable, that every situation and circumstance that you are in, that you feel yourself in, always recognize and realize that God is always in a hole with you. And so when you look up, he's there to pull you out. Stay encouraged, stay strong. Congratulations on your effort and all the things that are best yet to come to you. God bless you.
Thank you, Councilman. I would also like to acknowledge Councilman Ramos, who's in the room. I know you just arrived, but you're right on time to be able to please come up and give some remarks on behalf of the City of Newark. Thank you.
Right, good afternoon, everyone. I will admit that they have me walking in circles here, so. And Pat, I think I got 10,000 steps in walking in. But I just wanted to stop in and lend my support to my friend and colleague, Councilman Council, and to our friends here at Beth Israel. You guys are doing amazing work here in the city of Newark, providing much-needed health care to our residents. I think Newark benefits from having strong hospital systems. And today I'm really excited to be here on behalf of the city to offer my congratulations to this amazing group of young people. You know, Pat and I sit on the council together, and we could tell you we get a lot of concerns from residents when it comes to EMS services. And we really believe that our city needs a strong EMS response system, a system that's competitive, that doesn't have just one operator having a monopoly when it comes to providing EMS services. And for us to be in a position where we could train the workforce that's going to save lives in every ward of our city is really an amazing thing. So I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. May God continue to bless you with wisdom and more importantly, with the commitment you have to serve others. Thank you so much.
Thank you for those special remarks. I would like to now bring up China Weathers, who will come up with a story of transformation.
She was supposed to say more than that. Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, Mom. Most may know who I am, but to the ones that don't, my name is China Weathers. I am one of the 11 Newark EMS Corps Cohort 1 students. On October 14th, my cohort members and I walked into something that no one could prepare us for. We were constantly told how rigorous the program will be, that there will be long study nights, no room for a social life, and that there was no room to fail or we would be immediately removed from the program. Essential sacrifices would need to be made. We even felt the pressure of knowing that lives would one day be in our hands. Most of us felt those words come true, not only with the workload, but being the very first cohort in our city, Newark. But no worries, this very, very, very outspoken group that Ms. Marquita handpicked was undoubtedly ready to face the challenges. In life, everything has flaws, but I wanted to take the time and shine a light on the good things that I got out of this program. I can go through a list of traits that I have progressed from this, like resilience, teamwork, compassion, adaptability, dedication, and patience. But the one thing I wanted to talk about is how we're not a product of our environment, but a product of our decisions. I was so happy to sit next to people who could understand me because of what we've been through. Most don't expect people like us to make it out of these programs, but we came out 11 deep. And for that, I am grateful for OYN. And for that, I am grateful for what OYN's Newark EMS Corps and RWJ did to get us to this point. This was a hard experience, but a great opportunity for those that many don't have. Normally, every day, we have a morning and closing circle, and we have a section where we give out shout-outs. So I would like to give out my final shout-outs. Starting with my support system. Thank you guys for believing me on days that I didn't, for motivating me to keep going and waking up and going to school. To my cohort gang, thank you for the laughs, the giggles, and understanding. I couldn't go through class without y'all. To EMS Corps staffing behind the scenes and the ones who dealt with us on a daily. Marquita and my friend Marco. Thank you for dealing with us, with this group of outspoken people. And last but not least, I want to shout out to our RWJ team, our instructors, my Reese's Pieces and John. Thank y'all for not giving up on us, and Reese's for shooting in the gym with us, because she was there on gym days. Thank you. I would now like to welcome Dr. Kofi Taha, who will be delivering special remarks.
Good afternoon. And when there is a promise of a storm, if you want change in your life, walk into it. If you get on the other side, you will be different. And if you want change in your life and you are avoiding the trouble, you can forget it. So Harriet would say, wade on in the water is going to really be troubled water. These are the words of the great cultural worker, Dr. Bernice Johnson Reagan, introducing the well-known spiritual wade in the water that I'd heard hundreds of times before, but didn't fully understand until I heard her. That song was a piece of technology in a time when some people would do anything to succeed in a society, including enslaving other people. It was instructing people running to freedom to go into the water, to wash away their scent so the hounds chasing them could no longer follow them. But Dr. Johnson Reagan pointed out it was saying something even more than that. It was telling us that when we want to change, we have to go through uncertainty, go through trouble to get through to the other side. We have to take it, look at it, see it, and still decide to run towards it. Just as all of us here stand on the shoulders of those who were brave enough to wade into uncertainty, the success of Cohort 1 stands upon the vision of my friend and colleague, Michael Gibson, who has carefully developed the EMS Corps model in California over the last 13 years. He entrusted me to share the model, not to replicate it or duplicate it, but to share the elements of EMS Corps with the East Coast. And for that trust, I'm really grateful. The success of Cohort 1 stands on the vision of Ms. Tish Johnson-Jones, the Green Light Greater Newark team, and the 30-plus members of the Selection Advisory Committee that invited our organization, Public Works Alliance, to partner with others in this city. This includes the absolutely indispensable support of Newark Beth Israel Medical Center's leadership, Mr. Darrell Terry, Ms. Kim Cook, Ms. Atiya Rashidi. Without their tremendous support, a guy from the Bronx like me, who doesn't even know how to pronounce Newark correctly, would not have been able to find all of the partners that made today possible. The success of Cohort 1 stands on the leadership of Mr. Robert Clark and Ms. Jasmine Joseph Foreman of Newark Opportunity Youth Network, who not only embraced the model, but made EMS Corps part of its rich portfolio of offerings to young people in this city who are disconnected from work and school. It stands on the partnership with leaders and the leadership at Training Inc. and the team at Essex County College that provided space for our program. It stands on the day-to-day pushing, pulling, encouraging, organizing, caring of the program team, Ms. Marquita McPherson, Mr. Marco Hernandez, my friend and PWA colleague Solomon Middleton Williams, and the many guests, mentors like Chief here from the fire department, and service providers that they orchestrated to provide the wraparound support for Cohort 1. The success of Cohort 1 and EMS course stands on the partnership with employers like RWJ Barnabas, University Hospital, and Rapid Response, because our model is not just about getting a certificate. It's about getting a job with a career. And they all came to the table, and so we are grateful that these partners are here together. This is why EMS Corps graduates have gone on to become EMTs, paramedics, firefighters, police officers, nurses, and even doctors. To even get to the point of being job ready, the success of Cohort 1 stands on the incredibly dedicated and compassionate leaders and educators at RWJ Barnabas Mobile Health. I cannot fully express my gratitude, my deep gratitude enough for our EMT educators, Ms. Sharice Dawson, Mr. John Dorn, Mr. Christopher Walsh, Mr. Russell Stewart, Mr. Abdullah Abubakar, Ms. Natalie Pont, and the support of Mr. Jim Smith. The success of Cohort 1 stands on all of the love and support of the family and friends in this room, and from people you've never even seen who are around the country who've been rooting for you, cheering for you, asking me all the time, how's it going? How's it going? How'd the tests go? Did they pass? They've been cheering for you. That energy is real. This is a national movement. By the end of this year, there will be 15 other EMS course sites up and running, graduating over 500 certified EMTs a year. But this was the first one on the East Coast. And while all of this is true, it is also true that you, Cohort 1, had to look across the water and decide if you could step into that trouble to get to the other side. You decided to wash away the hounds of fear, self-doubt, the doubt of others, and all the uncertainty that comes with being the first. And yes, the water was choppy and troubled. I'm sincerely grateful to you for your patience and perseverance, for your vocal, sometimes too vocal, feedback on how to improve things for the next cohort. Because that is how every program and every person becomes not just something, but the best in class at something. So thank you for not just saying, but also demonstrating the values of your mantra, for having the courage to step into the water, to pursue the changes you want in your life, for having the character required to stumble and fall and get back up, and for being committed to not just your own success, but for the success of those coming after you and for the success of your city. I'd like to close with another quote, this time from activist and healing practitioner Prentice Hemphill, who writes in their book, What It Takes to Heal, I have come to understand that social transformation, meaning the push for more just policies and systems, and personal transformation, meaning healing ourselves and our relationships, have to happen together. Not one or the other, but both. We neglect ourselves or our growth in our rush to change what is external. And when we do, we fracture and succumb to what we are unwilling to face. I think about that a lot in relation to the young people that come through EMS Corps and all first responders who rush towards danger, who are with people on their worst day, because that is their job. Hemphill's book is a guide to how we can all become people capable of living with more feeling, more balance, and more power as we step into the water in pursuit of solutions, giving us what we need to show up in the work and in life every day. So Cohort 1, in celebration of your achievement, I'm pleased to gift you each one more reading assignment, your own copy of What It Takes to Heal. Congratulations on your success, and thank you to everyone who made it possible.
All right, thank you, Kofi. Well, Dr. Kofi. I would like to bring up Zakiah Singleton with another story of transformation.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Hey, Duty. Hi. My name is Zakiya Singleton. Today marks a new beginning for all of us. It signifies a tremendous accomplishment that we all have made many sacrifices for. It warms my heart to be able to say that through all the sacrifices and challenges we faced them together with our head up and our chest out, and look at us now. We could have conquered every obstacle that was thrown at our way. We are the true definition of locked in. Throughout I'm so sorry, y'all, I'm nervous. Throughout the course of the program, there has been many ups and downs, but I am very grateful for the opportunity. So I would like to thank everyone here, no matter the role you played in this accomplishment. Whether it's our families that put up with our long study hours, motivated us, and continue to support us on the back end, or our friends who understood all the times we couldn't hang out, or the program managers and coordinators for making this all possible. Last but most certainly not least, I would like to say thank you to my crew that held my hand every step of the way. Thank you for all of the jokes, the late night study calls, and the constant reminders. We have uplifted each other, pushed each other, challenged one another, and never let anyone slip through the cracks. I'm very happy I met you guys. As we move forward, let us embrace any new obstacles that are set against us and continue to thrive. We have the knowledge, the skill set, and the passion to make the world a little better than it was yesterday. So take pride in that, and always remember, in the words of our wise instructor, a hero is just a sandwich. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, PWA's Chief Program Officer for EMS Corp. And the current Executive Director for Alameda County EMS Corp. He has over 25 years of experience in violence prevention, workforce and leadership development, transformative mentoring, and juvenile justice. I'm so sorry, y'all. He even provides technical assistance and training in community-based organizations and foundations focused on improving equitable outcomes for underserved community. He is a Morehouse College graduate and received his master's in the public administrations with a concentration in public management and policy analysis from the California State University in East Bay. Please welcome Mr. Michael Gibson.
You also left off founder, too, of the EMS Corps, but we're going to let that one slide. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Gibson. I am the founder of the EMS Corps. I want to apologize up front because I have a little congestion. So please forgive my voice, but I'm going to try to make it through. Wow. I have to say how proud I am just to look before these 11 graduates, right? See, I'm not a medically trained professional at all. I have no medical training, no medical background. As my bio talked about, my background is juvenile justice, mentoring, violence prevention. I'm just a public administrator, right? So I know if I was to fall out here right now, right, there's 11 graduates that can come to my rescue and bring me back, right? Is that right? Y'all received that training, right? Y'all can bring a brother back. But I do know CPR, so that's good, right? I can do that. But all the other things, I do not know, okay? So I just want to kind of take you back to 2008. Before I came to Alameda County in California, there was a collaboration between our juvenile justice system, probation, EMS. They created a program at one of our juvenile facilities. They wanted to offer young people an opportunity to train as first responders. Unfortunately, that first year, it failed, right? The idea was that they would go through the more advanced training program. Probation would bring them down to EMS. They go through the more advanced training, off to a career. Great idea, wasn't really well thought out. So I came on board in 2010, right? 2009, basically, and took a look at the program and saw that there were some things missing. And we started implementing some components that I felt that would work, right? And some of those components was case management, some was life coaching and so forth, right? There was no follow-up when probation would bring them down. And plus, the young people were still in the blood pressure cuffs and the stethoscopes. So my job was to find out, one, how can we make this program successful? 2, what do these young people need in order to be successful in the more advanced program? And 3, why was they still in the blood pressure cuffs and the stethoscopes and the pen lights? So unfortunately, out of the young men that I interviewed, some of them went back into the system for various reasons. But those who I interviewed and I talked to, they basically said, you know, I could not go through a program, a rigorous program, without no light at the end of the tunnel, without a guarantee of a job. I live with my mama. She expects me to bring some bacon home, right? To bring some money home to help pay some of these bills. So I got to get it anywhere I can get it. So I was like, okay, but why were you guys still in the blood pressure cuff and the stethoscopes? Well, grandma got diabetes, so she fell out in the kitchen, so I want to be able to monitor her blood pressure when I go home on the weekends. So they were stealing with a purpose. So we made it as part of the model. If you complete the program, you will get a blood pressure cuff, stethoscope, pen light, 0 thefts after that. So I found that they actually loved the program. They loved the training. So it's like, okay, well, let's implement some strategies in order to make it work. See, I understand the struggles of young people, right? I come from East Oakland, California. Before I became a Morehouse grad, I was hustling on the street. I was running the streets with guns, doing everything that young people do in the streets, similar to the young people here of Newark, right? That landed me to dropping out of the 8th grade, spending my high school years, 3.5 years in the juvenile justice system. And that's when I came into contact with my mentor named Martin Jackson, who passed away, who was the founder of an organization called the Mentoring Center. And he used to always talk about young people don't want to know what you know until they know you care. So that's how we built the EMS core around love and the respect, right? So the success of the EMS core, actually the Camp Sweeney program, in 2011 is when we piloted our first cohort of 11 young people from a $500,000 demonstration grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. Then we launched our program in 2012. Next month, we'll be graduating our 23rd cohort, right? Yeah. Kofi spoke about the 15 sites that are being developed. Never could I imagine when I started the EMS Corps back in 2011 when we piloted our first cohort, 1, it would be successful, because I didn't know what I was doing. And 2, that we would be expanding across the country. And the East Coast here in Newark was the first spot that Kofi chose to say, we got to take this to Newark. And it was not easy. We had to go through about, I don't know, Tish, was it like 20 other programs the Green Light Fund was looking at? And then we had to compete. I was like, no, I'm not competing, I'm not. But there was my ego, my Morehouse. We have a thing, you know, in Morehouse saying you can, yeah, you can tell a Morehouse man, but you can't tell him much. So I'm like, I'm not competing. To bring a program like this to Newark, nah, we should just be coming in from the gate, but we had to compete. So I had to humble myself and said, okay, I'll go ahead and humble myself, and we went through it and we won, even though I was fighting, right, we won. So let me just say this to young people, because I know your struggle. And when I asked, at dinner last night, I asked, what did you guys like about the program? And they all love the program, and the question I asked, what did you dislike? A lot of them said that we was the first. That's what they disliked about the program, right? And I said, okay, you was the first. Well, I was the first to start the EMS Corps, right? I don't think there's a program in this country like it, right? Who was paying young people some money for a career and linking them with a job. People thought I was crazy. Like, we're not doing that, we get paid. They pay us to go through our training, but we're paying you, right? Something about being the first is like, you get to set the tone for the programs that's coming after you, right? Just like those 11 people back in 2011 set the tone for future cohorts. And you know where they are now? Doctors now, police officers now, nurses, right? Paramedics, firefighters, right? Some in medical school now. We have well over 400 graduates. That's gonna be you all, right? That's gonna be you all. That's gonna be you all. So yes, we are celebrating you today, all right? We're celebrating you today. And I know you didn't want to wear your uniforms because you've been wearing them for 5 months. But let me tell you about the uniforms and the history of that. Because as you see, It says, from the community ready to serve. We want to take you from your community so you can work and serve in your community. That's our expectation for you. It's almost like a rites of passage. So once those 5 months are over, I'm gonna have to kind of clown y'all a little bit now for not wearing your uniforms, but I get the cap and gown. I respect it. It's all good. Just want to give you a history, though. What those 5 months symbolize is that hard work that you went through. And then after you take that uniform off, at the end of 5 months, you now put on the uniform of an ambulance company, a firefighter uniform, whatever uniform according to your career goal. But it also shows that you accomplished something, right? You accomplished it. And let me just tell you about New Jersey here, man. I'm not gonna clown the EMT training, but no. No, I'm trying to make it back home, but no. No, I'm talking about the curriculum, not the people, not the community. I love y'all, respect that. In California, in EMS Corps, if you fail a test, you get a chance to take it again. We don't dismiss you from the program, right? After you fail a second time. At least not in the EMS Corps, right? You get to take it until you pass it, score over 70 percentile, all of that. But when I found out that if you fail the test and then you dismissed the second time, and I seen the grades because Kofi would send them to me. And then the second time you took it, you passed it. You know what that speaks to? That speaks to your discipline. That speaks to your confidence, right? It speaks to your resilience. That you all have done something amazing. And I've shared that with my students, and they was like, what? And I said, I need to make some changes. You know what I'm saying? Because if they did it here in Newark, y'all gonna do this in California. We're gonna make some changes to our program model. Anyway, they begged me not to, so that's still up in the air. But you all should really be proud of yourselves of what you've accomplished. Because when you all were standing, looking at yourselves, I saw all of you guys smile. Your faces light up from all the works that you all did here, right? So I'm gonna close with a saying that, as I said, this is the first step. You got work to do. We're celebrating you today. Tomorrow it's time to get to work, okay? We already know some of you have already taken and passed the National Registry. Already taken. Some of you already have jobs lined up, and some of you already working, right? If you haven't taken the registry, don't be afraid. Knock it out. You know this, you got this, okay? And if you have taken it and failed the first time, that's okay. That means you just have to go back and put in that work, right? And I think there was young men in California took the registry 6 times before he passed it, all right? So you can do this. It's doable because people have done it, okay? And now to your parents, your loved ones, your family, when they get a job, make them contribute to the household, pay some bills, right? All right? Move out of your house and get their own so they can stand on their own, right? And my last point is I want to share something that a woman named Adeline Brown told me when I was a student at Morehouse. We called it Grandma Georgia, right? She was an old lady, about 4'8", packed a pistol, made the best sweet potato pies a brother can put in his mouth, right? And I was going through some struggles. And you're gonna go through some struggles in life too, even in your career, right? You're gonna have to rely on everything that you've learned in this program to push you forward, okay? So one of the things that I called her Grandma Georgia, she would say, told me, was that a torch has been given to you, been passed to you. It is your job and responsibility to run with it. And if you're not ready to run with it, walk with it. If you're not ready to walk with it, just stand there, hold it until you're ready to do something with that torch. But whatever you do not put that torch down. Right? So I say that to you, first cohort, a torch has been passed to you. You're not ready to run with it, walk with it. You're not ready to walk with it, stand there and hold it until you're ready. But whatever you do, don't put that torch down. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike, for those transformational words and some of a little bit of the storytelling that you made us privy to. So I want to be able to recognize Council President Crump in the room, to be able to come up if you like to say some special remarks, please. I know I put you on the spot, but once we saw you walk in, it is what it is.
I'm gonna get used to it, but I do have to say, it's always good to be in the room with another Morehouse brother. And he really said it all. I really don't have much to say, but first of all, let me congratulate you all. It's a major accomplishment that you've completed this program, and nothing but great things are expected from you, and we expect that. And not only do we expect great things, but we're here to support you. So don't think that today is the end of it. We're always going to be here. I can tell you myself, my council colleague, Councilman Council, we're here to support you. I just will backtrack, Tish is my Spelman sister. So anything she says, I do. And when she talked about this program, and I was fortunate to meet several of the folks involved in this program, I was excited about it because it's something that we talked about in the city of Newark. We talked about it at council meetings, about the need for more EMS trained technicians to be there to support what we need in our community. So this is just, to me, almost a full circle of a conversation we had, has it been 2 years? 2 years ago. And to see you all there just makes me feel very good. The last couple of days I've been, the Councilman Council and I, we've been with a lot of young kids and watching them, what they do for Black History Month and develop and grow. And today we were with seniors, and that was a wonderful experience, talking about Black History and Black History Month too. And now we got you in the middle. And this is just something that's beautiful to me. It's beautiful to all of us who have been here, who are from the city of Newark. We want to see you succeed. One of the things I say about Morehouse, and I'll say this here, Morehouse and HBCUs in general, everybody wants you to succeed. That's the beauty of it. And I will say that here, we all want you to succeed. We look forward to you working hard, to generating what you're going to do for your future. And understand that we will always be here for you. That like my Morehouse brother said, there'll be down days. But understand, and anybody who knows me knows, you can always call me, reach out to me. I'll give you all my card, my information, but we're here for you to support what you're doing, and we're going to continue to be here for you. Congratulations again. God bless you, and keep going.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Marco Hernandez, and I am the program case manager here at the Newark EMS Corps. It's a pleasure to have everybody in the building with us today as we honor and celebrate these young folk in front of us. At this time, I'd just like to go over some handouts, some awards to those. Sorry, I'm choking. Proud of you guys. Okay. This first award is for an individual who, despite their personal issues, is always showed up day in and day out with a positive attitude. It's a lot going on, but I want to take this time to hand out the Resilience Award to Jaquel Best. This next award is for academic excellence. From the start of the program, you've done great, phenomenal. You passed almost every exam, and your hours studying, just want to say, very proud of you. Zakiah Singleton.
I know I'm gonna talk.
I know. Thank you guys. The next award is the Most Improved Award, and this is for an individual who has embraced the challenge of the EMS Corps, demonstrating remarkable growth from the beginning to the end, perseverance, dedication, and commitment to continuous learning and growing. David Yusuf Arsi. The last award at this time is the Pinnacle Cohort Member Award, the very first of its kind. This is for graduating at the top of the class, exemplifying excellence in academics, leadership, and personal growth. This achievement reflects a commitment to intellectual rigor, social engagement, and resilience, setting the standard for the future of the program. China Weathers.
I knew I was.
The office manager. Presentation of certificates. You want to take one? Yep.
All right, so now we will start the presentation of the certificates. I'm gonna just put one out of these. All right, if I can have everybody stand, please. Also, cohorts. Well, actually, you stand, we'll do it one at a time, so that way we can get pictures. All right, first person we would like to bring up is Anthony Andrews. All right, next person, we have David Yusuf Arsi. Tay Tanaja Baker. J. Jaquel Best. Quan DeQuan Bryant. Z. Zahara Fairley. Armando Fritz. You got two in there. Yeah, so just keep that one to the left. Maya Kamaya Lee. Tanaya Mitchell. Kai Zakiah Singleton. And last but not least, our office manager, China Weathers. Open it, open it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait, let's see. Oh, okay. All right, and at this time, we would like to recognize Zahara Fairley, Kamaya Lee, and Zakiah Singleton for passing their national exam. Yes, let's give it up one more time for our graduates. All right, now we will welcome Robert Clark, the CEO of OYN, for reflections.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would first like to just say congratulations to the graduates. You guys should be really, really proud of yourself. Tish, it's been a journey, huh? It's been a journey. I apologize. I want to thank you, Council Crump. Ramos has left the building, but we appreciate his presence. This day has actually defined my why. Kofi, listening to you, Mike, the stories of transformation. When I first saw the video at the museum with the brothers and sisters from Pittsburgh and understanding the history of our people in EMS, our people responding to our people's needs, and the dignity, right, that was fulfilled in that. It spoke to who we are, and I don't want to repeat a lot of what was said, because Kofi, you in the water took me back. And so I've been inspired today. I am really, really, really happy to be in partnership with all of you. And as we often talk about in our network, the collective will of the community is the greatest force conceivable. To Mr. Terry, Kim Cook, we love you, Kim, right? Atia, the whole team at Beth Israel. We're just excited for what's to come. And to the graduates, know that you are the greatest resource available to the survival of this community. Whether you call it Youth Build, Youth Corps, EMS Corps, Brother Al Tariq White over there, whether leaders for life, whatever we call it, we all believe the same thing. And we can all be one umbrella. We don't have to be competing, right? We're all oars trying to move through this water called change in our community, right? And to you, broad stripes and bright stars, we look forward to what's to come.
Thank you. All right, I would like to bring up Sharice Dawson and John Zorn, our RWJ instructors that we had.
Good afternoon to everyone, especially to my babies up front. My name is Sharice Dawson. I'm the lead instructor over at EMS Corps. First thing I want to do is acknowledge the families of the students here in the room. I want you to know your young people worked so hard. I'm sure you already know, but I want to emphasize it to you. Your young people worked their tails off, and they deserve everything that they are getting today. So please, I want to acknowledge y'all to acknowledge them, because they did it. Good afternoon, everyone. What an incredible moment this is. I'm standing here bursting with pride as I celebrate the first cohort from the Newark EMS Corps. You were the force, the forerunners, the mold for all who will follow. And I can confidently say that you've set the bar mighty high. Now, if you ask my students, they'll tell you I adore talking, and they're not wrong. But right now, I'm almost at a loss of words to convey how tirelessly Cohort 1 has worked for this achievement. You balance books and endless drills, late nights, early mornings, all in pursuit of becoming true lifesavers in our community. You did it with grit, grace, a whole lot of mouth, and a whole lot of heart. As the lead instructor for Cohort 1, I feel privileged to stand before you sharing in the fruits of your labor. My usual advice to you, spoken many times over, is exactly what I want you to remember today and carry with you wherever you go. Relax. You can do this. When life throws its inevitable challenges your way, think back to these training days, to the sweat and dedication that led to this moment. Remember that you have the skills, the courage, and the spirit to see it through. So on this day of celebration, I want to say it again, loud and clear. Congratulations, Cohort 1. Relax. You can do this. And trust me, you absolutely will. Congratulations again.
When we were getting ready for today, Ms. Marquita said both Sharice and I would be up here speaking, and I said, she allowed us 2 minutes, and I said that allows me like 8 or 10 seconds to come up here and say congratulations. But there's so much support throughout the community and so many hands involved in getting you here today. And we want to congratulate you on the amount of work you've done, the success you have today, and the success you're going to have in the future. I look forward to seeing you on the truck, and I look forward to seeing where you go in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sharice and John. All right, now I would like to bring up Tish Johnson-Jones, Education Director for Green Light Fund.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you, Council President Crum, Councilman Council, and every dignitary in the room today. Thank you for attending. So almost 2 years ago, I had the fortunate opportunity to meet the leadership of EMS Corps, Mike, Kofi, Alex, and Jeff, while searching for a workforce development program to expand to the city of Newark. This impactful program stood out, as he said, from 50 others for its ability to equip young people with the training, mentorship, and career pathways needed to secure sustainable employment in the emergency medical services field. We were facing a lot of workforce shortages in our city and disconnected youth. But it went far beyond this. While sitting in California and listening to stories of program alumni, it was the culture, the passion, the life-changing love for students that made me realize this is the one. And I want to thank the Green Light Fund Selection Advisory Council and everyone that every step of the way agreed with me that this needed to be in Newark. Newark EMS Corps became Green Light Newark's first investment, a testament to our commitment to ensuring young adults in our city have access to transformative opportunities. We envision a future where Newark's youth won't just seek careers, they'll become the city's everyday heroes, deeply connected to and representative of the community that they serve. With the support of dedicated partners like Newark Opportunity Youth Network, who were the most incredible home for this program. And thank you, Rob Clark and Jasmine, for saying yes. Thank you so much for saying yes. Thank you. Incredible partners like RWJ Barnabas. Thank you, Dr. Terry. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Atia, for even starting the conversation with RWJ Mobile Health. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Sharice. Thank you, John, for everyone that participated in making this a reality. This program was designed to create opportunities and elevate Newark's next generation of leaders. Today, that vision becomes a reality as we proudly celebrate this historic milestone with the graduation of the very first class of Newark EMS Corps. This trailblazing group of remarkable young people have undergone intensive training and are in the process of earning their EMT licensing, and they stand ready to serve their community in critical emergency response roles. Their success is a testament to the power of investing in the future of our local workforce, the undeniable strength of community partnerships in driving sustainable change, and the emergence of a new generation of skilled EMT professionals that are ready to make a difference. When we went through our discovery phase, I talked to a young man that said to me, my father was in the middle of a heart attack, and the EMS that came to my door laughed at my living conditions. What we know is that this will not happen with any of you, because you are from this community and you are ready to serve this community. Newark EMS Corps is more than a program. It's an opportunity that literally saves lives in and outside of the classroom. It represents the very foundation of Green Life Fund and our journey. This moment is really surreal. This was over 2 years ago. We imagined each of you sitting here today. And it's a display of what is possible when we as a city believe in our young people and we decide to invest in their futures. In times when progress feels slow and challenges seem unsurmountable, like what's going on now in this country, these are the things that reaffirm the work that everyone in this room does every single day. I could not be more proud of Newark EMS Corps and the first graduating class. Your dedication, perseverance, and passion for serving your community really inspires each and every one of us. This is just the beginning of a brighter future for you, and we are so honored to be a part of it. And as I went to California, one of the things they would ask the students, the alumni, is who was the best class? And everybody would call out their cohort number. And I expect the same thing from you. When we see you with class 15, we want to ask you who was the best class and what you're going to say. Cohort what? Cohort what? Cohort what? All right. So congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to you again, and to everyone that made this achievement possible. With true gratitude, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, everyone who came up and spoke and gave us some reflections. I would like to now welcome, for closing remarks, Jasmine Joseph Foreman, CPO. We had our CEO come up early. Our Chief Program Officer.
The CEO is right there. Well, shout out to my OIN staff in the building. Y'all, I always cry during graduation. Yes, I do, Mark. Because it just does something to my spirit to see young people sit in a place they were told they couldn't. I'm one of these young people from the hood, first generation college graduate, been through a lot of different barriers, was told I was too much, too loud, too this, too that. And it just took the right people, the right opportunity, the right investment to see me along my way. So I see myself in the young people that I serve on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I get emotional during graduation, because I know what it feels like to be the first. So I am standing between you and lunch and time with your family, and I don't want to be the one. So I'm going to operate in the spirit of brevity. But I need to give a special shout out to two sisters in service that held me down in trying to get this thing uprooted, planned, and that is Kim Cook and Natia Rashidi. A lot of Zoom calls, right? a lot of text messages. And if y'all need a project manager, y'all think I'm bad. Tia don't play no games, okay? She is like chop, chop, chop. But I respect how she operates, and Kim just being our voice of reason and just our calming energy. It was needed during this process. So I won't be long, but I just want to leave you with a quote. We've been saying a lot of quotes today, and I'm not going to be as philosophical as Kofi. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Jelly Roll. So if you're in the country and things like that, Jelly Roll, he's an artist. He has a really terrific transformational story and walk that he has gone through as a countryman who came through the system and transformed and dealt with a lot of different barriers. But I had shared this quote with my CEO last week because it resonated with me and the work that we do. And the quote, Jelly Roll says, "Don't get so distracted by the alligators that you forget to clean the swamp." Right? And that quote just, it's 2 weeks later, and it resonates with me. And I say that quote to encourage you guys today to not get so distracted by the alligators that you forget to clean the swamp. The alligators represent the problems, the barriers, the challenges, when you want to quit, when they're going to tell you you're not enough, when they're going to tell you no at the job interview, when you want the promotion and they say you're not ready, when your family, even though as much as they love you, say, "I don't think you should do it," when you got to fight internally to just motivate yourself, when nobody shows up to cheer for you when you have to cheer for yourself. Don't be so distracted by the alligators that you forget the mission, that you forget the swamp, that you forget why you jumped in the water to begin with. Because there's going to come the days where you're going to have to swim with them alligators and know that regardless, you can defeat them. You understand? So I need you guys to understand that the swamp is your mission. How you stand in front of that swamp and how you see it is all about perspective. You can see it as dirty or you can see it as opportunity to get to the other side. Today is your first step to the other side, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to ask for the inaugural EMS Core Cohort 1 to stand and face the audience. So, all right. All right. This moment here, if I can have your attention, is a very critical moment for our young people. Every morning, across all of our schools and programs, there's a morning meeting, there's a morning circle, there's a philosophy. There are words of encouragement that these young people have to say, they have to buy into to keep them going. And so every cohort, to fidelity to the model that's across the country, has to come up with their own mantra. And it's very important for their day-to-day operation and productivity and to push them forward. And so the mantra is on the back of your programs, right? And they're gonna recite this mantra to you. Before they recite the mantra, I do want to give some special thanks to the NOIM board members, the Greenlight Fund Greater Newark Selection Advisory Committee, Newark Opportunity Youth Network, Public Works Alliance, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, Newark Beth Israel Medical Center, Clara Mass Medical Center, St. James Health Center, and Essex County College. We would not be able to do this without all of these partnerships. But this mantra is important, and the reason why I asked him to face you is because it is important that the larger community, friends, family, stakeholders understands what these young people committed themselves to. And so my expectation is we're gonna say it with our chest out, right? All right, from the boots what? All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna ask for one of our young people to give us a countdown, and you guys are gonna say this mantra like your lives depend on it. Who's counting us down?
3, 2, 1. Our word God is here. Our commitment will keep us here, and our character will be stronger when we leave here. Bravery is acknowledging, accepting, and challenging our fears. We strive to be pillars of our community, paving the way for the cohorts after us, laying the bricks in our city.
So it is my, turn back around. It is my pleasure, to turn back around. It is my pleasure to officially announce the Newark Opportunity Youth Newark Opportunity Youth Network Newark EMS Corps graduating class Cohort 1.
Hi, I'm Atiya Jahar Rashidi, the Chief Equity Officer and Vice President of Community Relations from Newark Beth Israel Medical Center and Children's Hospital of New Jersey, part of the RWJ Barnabas Health System. I am so excited and elated about Cohort 1 graduating for EMS Corps. This means so much to our communities when you think about the impact that it has for career pathways. We're not just changing one individual's lives, we're changing the lives of families, we're changing the lives of neighborhoods and communities because of the availability for them to have economic growth and stability. And so to be able to bring this program here to the city of Newark and to be supported by our RWJ Mobile Health team to train these individuals, that this offers so much opportunities to the communities that we all serve. And I just want to say congratulations to the Cohort 1 and thank you for the Green Light Fund for even making this possible in the city of Newark.
My name is Tish Johnson-Jones. I'm the Executive Director for Green Light Fund Greater Newark. I am so excited about EMS Corps and to bring this organization to Newark. They are really supporting young people and closing the gaps that we have around workforce development, but more importantly is setting up these young people for an amazing career in emergency response. The motto for EMS Corps is from the community ready to serve, and these students are graduating with the ability to serve their own community and be able to support people that look just like them. This is really just the beginning for them. They'll go off to be firefighters, police officers, doctors, and nurses as a pathway to really sustain themselves and their families for generations. We couldn't be more proud than to support these first set of young people, and this is really just the beginning. This first cohort had just merely laid the foundation for what's to come. As a funder, as someone that went out and talked to community to ask them what they wanted to see, overwhelmingly we heard we need additional supports for our young people. We need to provide them with pathways for career success, and we were excited that we were able to find Newark EMS Corps to come into the city and be able to do that. This is, again, just the beginning of what is to come for this program, and so excited to be a part of what's going to be happening in Newark.
For me, it helped with personal growth because I wasn't big on communication. So now I'm more open to talking to new people and meeting new people. Also, it's getting me out of my shell because when I first came into the program, I was shy, but now I'm getting out of my shell.
For me, I would say it contributes to my personal growth because I learned to have a lot of patience and deal with the unexpected. And that wasn't something that I was used to doing. I wasn't big on change or accepting change, but this program has definitely broadened my horizons and made me more understanding of what could happen in life.